What's going on, guys? Haxa here with another episode of Skul the Hero Slayer. I do have my run request list up here, but I don't know what I'm going to do or if I'm going to do anything at all. But I guess we can try and do something. Trying to look for a run I haven't, like a skull I haven't played with for a while. That's one of the ones I can take at the start. I do have mixed damage crit build with Clown and Hunter, or Samurai and Thief. I haven't done a Clown run in a while. We could do a Clown run. Clown and Hunter together. Oh, also one quick thing real quick. I remembered I did this earlier. You guys should now be able to see the cursor, which I had to turn off earlier when I was playing Faith on Twitch. But now I don't need to turn it off. Sure. We'll take Clown. And I'll even just hold on to this skill, because I feel like every time I play Clown, we play Jack-in-the-Box. So let's give ourselves a chance to not have Jack-in-the-Box. And also multi-shot, which is the best Hunter ability by far. We'll take these two to start us off and see where the road takes us. The swap-off skulls were... Let me remind myself. It was Samurai and... No. It's Clown and Hunter or Samurai and Thief. This is from Kami, by the way. I don't know if I said that. Kami's like the run request machine. I may pivot from... Just so you know, Kami, because I remember you posted a comment in my Discord server the last time I did a run request from you, and it was slightly different than what you asked for. While I do respect run requests, I do always say they are run suggestions. If I see a way to pivot from the run request to make the run more interesting in general, I will take that chance because, I don't know. I just like, run requests are fun and all, but for me, having the most interesting and entertaining run possible is what's most important. So if I see like a Nat Legendary who's cool, that I could do something cool with this, and there's a few I have in mind, or even maybe some uniques, I will swap away. But I think what this run so far says to me is I want to commit to the Clown, I think. Everyone else, like the Hunter, fair game. If I find something more interesting than the Hunter, we will play that. But I'm very much interested in doing a Clown run just because it's been so long since I've done it. Which I know if you are familiar with my content, you're like, you're going to pivot from the Hunter? It's like, you're the Hunter Defender. The Hunter Defender himself. Which is true. I do love Hunter. Hunter runs are a lot of fun, but it's just like, I'm further removed from some other skulls. And more than anything, I like playing skulls that I'm not so... Like, if I did a video recently on X or Y skull, I generally tend to want to avoid that skull for at least a little bit. But, I don't know. We'll just have to see where the run takes me. If that was what's the word I'm looking for? Petrify. If that was a Petrify Gargoyle, I may have considered taking that. Because Petrify Gargoyle is a lot of fun. And I think it's been a while since I've played Gargoyle. I think it's been longer since I played Gargoyle than I've played Hunter. But Petrify Gargoyle is like by far the best Gargoyle. It's really the only ability I truly enjoy on Gargoyle. So, no Petrify, no deal. That's how I feel about it. And honestly, if this run doesn't give me anything more interesting than a Hunter, and I like do the run request verbatim, it's like, oh no, I have to do a Hunter run. Oh no, whatever shall I do? I hate this skull very notoriously. I'm probably his biggest hater. Everyone knows this. We'll take the axe. Maybe some masterpiece shenanigans can show themselves. Wouldn't mind doing a masterpiece run. Cup of Fate. All that good shit, you never know. Like that last Cup of Fate run we had was insane, so... Definitely wouldn't mind doing it again. Maybe even double up on that Cup of Fate, Get the ultimate damage run. Seeing the Spokesman of the Mist is always a good thing, especially if I see it early. It could definitely change the way I build the run, too. Like, if I'd gotten crit rate there, we could have forced crit item build or something, Maybe even something strike related, which it's been a very long time since I've done a strike run. But those runs are very hard to do. Like super, super hard. Let's grab this so we don't see it up there. I'm even tempted to grab the armor. Oh wait, no, we don't need to grab the armor because it's on the pedestal. It won't show up over here. What am I looking for? Witch's Brew again. On Hunter, that's incredible. On Clown, significantly less so. It's still good for the record. I'm going to take it. But Clown's not a good swap skull. Hunter's an incredible swap skull. Clown, not great. Buy treasure. One more refresh. Okay, we'll take that. Now we can upgrade our Clown, which is actually pretty interesting. Basic rarity Clown's not that good. Not horrible, not great though. And honestly, Unique Clown isn't a super big upgrade, but it's still an upgrade. Legendary Clown's the real thing I'm going to be looking for. All right, good first fight. Evil Eye? Sure. Even though that's a hunt werewolf. I did werewolf. Oh, hey, hang on a second. Excuse me, sorry. You might be wondering or saying to yourself, didn't you just do a stun run? And that's true. I don't think I'm committing to this, but it's going to be nice to have for like the time that we have it. And this was literally the stun shenanigans we had in the last run. I think we even have stun on this, right? Yeah, we do. Stun run is definitely showing itself, but we did do stun recently, so I don't think I'm going to fully commit to stun. But look what that shit does. You also got what is, in my opinion, easily the worst clown skill, which is the surprise knives. No, highlight. Highlight is bad. But we can still try to make the most of it. Also, sorry about my throat. Hang on a second. I did just eat, so every time I eat and then record, my voice is a little bit more scuffed than normal. Also, we have stun on our hunter swap for the record. I'm not building a stun run because I'm pretty sure my literal last video... Oh, no. The last video would have been the Reaper one, but like the video before that, that was a stun run. And we, like I said, I don't like doing the same thing so close back to back. But the run is definitely presenting itself as a stun run right now. More stun items there. I'm going for the legendary. Just disgusting. Putrid, rotten, vile. Any number of words that you can think of. That's what that was. I could have taken a wheel. There were so many outs. That would have been infinitely better. And if you noticed, for the record, I did pick up the Strike Omen. I'm keeping my options open for a strike build currently. We're looking for Veiled Mask. That's like the #1 item that I need. That's, you know, I would say the strike enabler is Veiled Mask, which is not good for strike for the record. Because it's a rare, or I mean a legendary, and you don't see it very often. And usually your strike runs suffer a bit if you don't have Veiled Mask in the damage department. Will that work with, I wonder if the Warrior Steel Mace and, what's it called, Evil Eye proc will work with Doomsday. Probably, I would imagine they would. Also, excuse me. I drank some water. Hopefully that helps my throat. I apologize. I don't know what's gotten into my my voice box today. I did just come off of a Twitch stream, so maybe it's just my voice is tired. We're still gonna get through it though. It's not like I'm known for my pleasant voice to begin with, so it's like if you're here and you're watching my content, you're not here for my sultry voice box. Get out of here. We don't want you. I'd rather play the hunter. Honestly, I would not mind at all if this is a hunter commit on this run. Not that it's too early to really say anything about that. I'll probably wait till Act 3 Part 2 before I truly commit to hunter or not. But if it ended up being a hunter run, I would not be upset. I am a hunter enjoyer. I'm going to save my Evil Eye for Part 2 of this fight. Alright. It's looking good to not get a Yiggy ult. Here comes Doomsday. Will it do any damage at all, I wonder? No. Classic Doomsday moment. You love to see it. It's like, it had everything going for it there too, is the thing. I feel like that's like the time where it should be doing damage, but it didn't. It's just such a bad item. So there's Strike. Look, the two items are right next to each other. Cool. I don't think I've ever seen that. I'm probably taking this though. There's nothing else I really care for. I could get Heritage 3 if I wanted to. Get rid of Doomsday? Fuck it, why not? Heritage 3 for a short bit. Doomsday's that bad for the record. That's how bad Doomsday is. Coward? Don't mind if I do. I'll take Old Reliable alongside it. And from here, we'll figure out what this run's gonna be. But like, this is a strong start. I like where this is going. Boom! Are we at Strike 2? We are. Just show me Veiled Mask, bro. Let's get an actual genuine Strike run on the channel again. It's been so long. The last Strike run I did, I think, was also a Hunter run too, which is interesting. He's actually a pretty good Strike user. Because he has that natural crit % on him. And not a lot of skulls have that. You have like a Werewolf, Hunter, I think Rider. I can't think of any others outside of that. If I saw a Rider, I know I've already seen a Rider, but if I see another Rider, I'll probably take that Rider. Now that I know I'm doing Strike, or at least I'm attempting to do Strike, it could be fun. I would honestly say that I think Strike is probably the hardest archetype to get off the ground in all of Skull. It's so prone to low rolling. It's a very problematic archetype, but I'm down to give it a shot. And one of the big problems with Strike building is if you don't find a positive route through Strike, your run kind of just tends to fall apart pretty drastically. Which is not what I'm hoping happens here. There's some Strike. It's the common item. Can't say I'm super stoked on it. I don't think we're doing Masterpiece at this point though, so fuck. Actually, I have so many Carleon items. It kind of makes me want to keep the thing. We're getting rid of this, I think. I could also just buy Misfortune on the pedestal if I wanted to. Like get rid of this, break them all. I think I can even afford it now. Buy Misfortune. Yes. More than likely, Strike will also be on our pedestal. It just depends on what Strike items we get. But this is looking to be a decently promising Strike run. We already have good crit rate until we get Veiled Mask. And that's an if, I guess I should say. If we get Veiled Mask. And if we do get Veiled Mask, our crit rate becomes 0 again. But we also have the Strike Omen. And maybe we'll get lucky and see Troll. Wouldn't mind having both. We'll just have to see how this run unfolds. I'm kind of hedging my bets with the Thief Armor. Because, like, if this doesn't pan out into a good strike run, I can always pivot to crit items. And if I see Invisible Knife, I'll probably get rid of my Thief Armor and take that instead. But like whenever you're playing strike runs, you gotta have a plan B. You just gotta. It's like if I don't see Veiled Mask or Hunter's Wooden Longbow, that's very bad for this build. It relies so heavily on 2 items, and one's a unique and one's a legendary. And I need another Speed Skull to have constant uptime on my Beak of Raptor. Which means I'm probably pivoting away from this Hunter at some point. And let's talk about that for a second. Why on Heaven's Green Earth is Hunter a balanced skull? What sense does that make? Everything about this skull screams Speed Skull to me. I don't know why he's a balanced skull. I never have gotten that. Not that it's that big of a deal, but it's confusing. Oh, she's ulting. She's probably getting this ult. Okay, not quite. I lucked out. Okay, that's kind of lucky because Clown is like probably one of the worst skulls in the game at fighting the mage. You also have like King, who's very bad at fighting the mage too. There's just something about the way that Clown fights her that's like especially awful. We'll continue to not upgrade the Hunter because I do want a Speed Skull as my secondary. If I can't get it, Hunter's a fine pseudo Speed Skull, but like we won't have constant uptime on the Beak of Raptor. Beak of Raptor gives crit rate, right? Yeah, 10% for 12 seconds, which is pretty good. And it has natural 5, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah. So that's 15 crit rate, as long as you have 2 Speed Skulls. Alright, good stuff. Wouldn't mind taking some item rooms if I'm offered them, because we need to look at a decent amount of items on this build. It's like so rarely am I actually looking for Veiled Mask. It's so, it's definitely like on the list of like favorite versus least favorite items. It's kind of near the back end of the favorite list. It's not an item I think very highly of in most scenarios. It definitely has some extreme potential for making your runs pop off though. That much is undeniable. Strike builds tend to be extremely, extremely powerful. Let's actually swap our skills here. Get rid of highlight. We'll take ooh. Yeah. Sorry, Kamu. But this just makes sense. Your run request wasn't even a strike build, but it's like I'm definitely building towards a strike route. There we go. Get rid of this. Now we look for strike exclusively. I'll even do this. Moving forward, item rooms are extremely important. This is a very odd way for me to build the thief or the ninja. Whenever I'm building ninja, normally I build item ability, or item ability spam items. God, I can't talk today. I'm sorry. Ability spam items are like my usual go-to when it comes to this guy. I'm even gonna take an item room here, but strike ninja could pop off pretty hard if I play my cards right and get lucky. Luck being the numero uno factor here. So glad we got rid of highlight and now we have like an actual good ability. We even kept surprise knives, right? No, we have peekaboo knives. Oh, those are the good ones. Okay. It's in a room like this, I do wish I still had the Hunter, though. Hunter would pop off so hard here. I've taken a little more damage than I'd like in this room. Gotten a little lucky with the HP drops, too, to offset my clumsiness. I keep forgetting that Ninja has like a really shitty in-air attack before Legendary. And then he has a really good one. No strike to be found here. The game is being very rude. What's my crit rate? 58? Holy shit. That's only when I'm out as a... Oh, no. I have 2 speed skulls now. All right, so we have like a permanent 58 crit rate, which is actually pretty good. We don't even have... What's it called? Black Steel Daggers. We don't even have the Lyanna Sisters Legendary or anything, which... Or the Proof of Fellowship. If I saw that, I would take it 100%. Without a shred of doubt. Because, like, I'm already benefiting from swapping and getting crit rate. I'm literally Porky Pig today, by the way. Apologies for my stutter. It seems to be acting up especially bad right now. We out here. We trying. No! Oh my god, the classic conundrum. It's like stun is so good, but also so bad. Okay, her staying there is a good thing. Try not to... Oh, shit. Okay, hang on. I gotta focus. Coward. Coward kind of fucked me there. I don't want to kill her. Hopefully the long-hair sister comes down. Okay, she did. I don't even want to kill this sister yet either, though. I want to get her even lower. Or get the other one even lower. Oh no, she's dead. Oh shit. It's not a big deal though. We do have Coward for iframes, and also she's pretty low. Like she's gonna revive it like maybe like half HP missing. Or I mean a quarter HP missing. Ah, okay. Thank you, Coward. We should be fine from here, I think. Alright. Pretty, I would say scary Lyanna Sisters, but whenever you get out of your Lyanna Sisters fight with your reassembly intact, that's all that matters. Give me the Proof of Fellowship. And there's nothing better here. That's beautiful. Get rid of this, but that's my arms. This, yeah. I mean, that is crit rate. It's actually a lot of crit rate, but we got plenty of crit rate outside of that. And I also lose treasure and gold percent gain, but we already have a pretty good shop coming up thanks to the gold we did get. We have to be okay with that decision. I think I actually hold off on doing anything here. Hold on to my core quartz because none of that was particularly helpful. We'll upgrade our clown here, who is like the focal piece. Although I definitely kind of wish if I had been thinking about it more, I probably would have upgraded the ninja. But this is a clown run. We gotta focus on our boy here. Also, if I'm not mistaken, this is not a skull room. You know, my my autopilot, I think, is steering me correct here and recognizing that. Can't see. Gotta respect the Frieza. It's definitely a very unfortunate Frieza. What? Okay, that was cheating. Can we acknowledge that? Like, all of us cumulatively, you know, recognize that he fucking cheated. Like, he was in an attack pattern, and then he, like, exited the attack pattern. I'm still gonna let out the remaining one here. Because this will, yeah. Like, usually it's a rare. If you get a unique, you're pretty lucky there. So, that's a lot of bone shards. I'll happily accept them. All right, this run, even if we don't get like a Giga Strike run, is pretty good right now. It has potential to pop off. Because we have high crit rate, we have decent damage, right? No, we don't. We actually have really bad damage for this stage of the game. Must have really shitty inscriptions. I don't think we have courage. Or wisdom. You know, I have the solar sword, so I don't think I should buy this. I need to be looking for strike, which this is misfortune, unfortunately. Though it does increase your crit damage. We don't have a balanced skull, though, so significantly worse. This is strike, but it's shitty strike. You'll never see me take this. This is great. The kind of crit or the kind of courage we want. At some point, this has to go. This is crit rate. It's like, it's good arms. I have to figure out a way to fit this, and I also have to farm for it a little bit, but it has to be worth it. I don't want to do that, though. Oh, God. Oh, my God. I don't think I can do that in good conscience. I have Mutant 3. I could drop to Mutant 2, which I don't want to do. This sucks. Building strike runs is so hard, man. This is 80, how much damage? 85%. I just can't drop this. Oh my God, bro, this sucks. Come on, man. Bro. Why is this game torturing me like this? The worst part is, even if I hold this courage too, my damage still sucks. Man. Could also be that this is a bad idea, but there's no way it is. There's just no way. Wait, I have... I gotta commit to a decision. I can't take this. We're gonna have to float some low damage for a bit and be carried by my crit. I think that's the only play. Definitely don't fuck around with freezes. I'm gonna have to farm my Blood Drunk Sword on other things. Wait, we'll farm it on this guy. No, we won't. Crit items. These crit items are gonna make it so hard, huh? Also, having a ranged attacker like this is also gonna make it hard. We have to be ninja. See if we can clump them all together. Okay, that's 3. That's 5. The coward definitely helps. The coward's gonna make this a little more tolerable. It's gonna be a hellish, like, 3 or 4 rooms. Okay, that's 9. Don't fuck around when there's anything like super scary on the field is how I'm gonna approach this. It's like, you're not that scary. I can fuck around with you. Probably shouldn't fuck around with this guy, though. Get rid of him. Conductor, Dark Elite. I'm actually just going to kill you. I am playing with the devil, guys. Oh no, that's a Giga Golem. Oh no. I'm literally playing with Satan today. We just gotta... Is he dead? He is dead. Oh my god. The power of freaking crit item legendary Jack-in-the-Box is not to be trifled with. Even though that was pretty disastrous, we kind of averted disaster there. For that, I'm grateful. It could have been much worse. We didn't even take damage, actually, so I guess crisis averted. But I wasn't paying attention to them summoning a ultimate golem. I don't know why. Always be aware of the ultimate golem summon. Pro tip, guys. Kind of sucks that they're desynced with the wound and bleed application. Okay, I can't apply another wound to him. We're at 20 though. As you can see, it's going well. Shouts to Plagued by Earth, by the way. I don't know if you're in the comments still. I've already apologized for this like 10 times over, but I remember Plagued by Earth was trying to tell me that I should be doing this a long time ago, and very stubbornly, I refused to listen to him. But he was right. Farming your Blood Drunk Sword, while monotonous, not... You know, it's worth doing, especially if you're doing crit items. It has extremely good inscriptions. 20 crit rate is huge, especially non-conditional, constant 20% crit rate, where it's like, we have Proof of Fellowship, which is also 20, but that's conditional. This is just free 20 crit rate. And especially if we have Coward, we really have nothing to lose. And look at this guy. This guy is going to be a fucking... bleed-eating machine. I could solo farm and complete it on this guy if I really wanted to. And still not ever kill him. Because he's regeneration. He's pretty much invincible to my bleed. Which is pretty sick. Excuse me, by the way. I hope my mic didn't catch that. I'm a little bit burpy. A little burpy boy. I don't think I'm going to do... I'm not going to torture you guys, I don't think, with this, by the way. I think I'm going to do a 40. And then we'll continue onward. Maybe even 35, because this is monotonous. But just so you know, if you ever come across a regenerator big enemy like this, you know, like nice and beefy and tanky, you can do this and farm your Blood Drunk Sword the whole way. I imagine it also works pretty similarly with Dwarf, which, by the way... In my recent stud video, you guys lost your minds. Multiple people in the comment section with like widely liked comments saying I should not take Dwarf as much, which is pretty funny. I always make the joke whenever I take it that my audience is like jumping and cheering with joy at the sheer thought of me taking Dwarf, which by the way, obviously facetious. I know you guys hate it. I'll take a break from Dwarf. I don't know how long of a break it'll be, but I hear you guys loud and clear. But I hope you guys at least acknowledge that it's good. You know what, actually, here's the deal. Here's the deal. If people in the comment section acknowledge that Dwarf is good, I'll take a break from it. But only if you guys who don't want to see it acknowledge that it's good and that I've been right the whole time. And then I'll take a break, I promise. But like, I'm just on a mission, okay? To show people who otherwise wouldn't agree with me that some of the you know, community opinions that are widely held are pretty wrong. You know, one of them being that Dwarf is bad. A lot of people used to think that. I don't know if I've moved the needle on that at all, but you know, just admit it. You can even not be telling the truth. Like, you can personally still hate it. I just need to hear the admission that that perhaps the community was wrong, and then of course I will gladly oblige. No more Dwarf for at least a little bit. Okay, hang on. I gotta focus. I'm gonna die. I can't see. Oh! Everything's still fine. Hold still. And we're out. What a nightmare, though. That was me getting too in my head about gloating about being right about freaking dwarf. Give me your legendary, by the way, please. Okay, thank you. Here's samurai, but it's too late for samurai, or I guess it's not. Strike samurai is pretty cool, actually. You know what? Sure. I'll take strike samurai. Though we're not on strike yet, but I still plan on doing strike. And you know what I'll even do here? I think what I'll do here is rather than upgrade my skill cooldown and attack speed first, I'm going to upgrade my attack so we can have some nice big fat damage, which we desperately, desperately need. Which, for the record, I want to point out is a classic conundrum that I'm always talking about when you're building strike runs. Is they kind of struggle in the damage department because you're like where normally you would have damage percent items in your item slots. Instead, you have a bunch of strike items there, which don't give you damage. So it's kind of even debatable. Although I still think strike ends up most of the time, even on low roll runs, having more damage with the strike than you would have if you just had normal damage percent items there. But like, it's definitely a point to be made about the amount of item slots that you're dedicating to strike being a possible detriment to your damage percent, rather than just having like normal damage percent gaining items there. Stuff like Blood Drunk Sword certainly helps though, which for the record, I forgot to farm in that room completely. So let's go back to some Blood Drunk Sword farming in this room. It may even be a little easier with our samurai to do this. Apply that wound. I don't know if I should even farm these guys. Nah, 100% should just kill this guy. You know what? Let's not fuck around in this room. It's pretty scary. We have plenty of time to farm our Blood Drunk Sword. Alright. I think that was worth it. Like I said, that room's scary. Especially if the Dark Elite's there. Alright, we get a bleed here. Didn't expect that to happen. Before I heal, let's see if we can find a nice strike item. Also, I should just... If I don't find strike here, I'm buying on the pedestal. But now I need courage too. Oh my god. There's no strike courage items, is there? But I need strike. Maybe we get rid of misfortune and buy courage on the pedestal. This run, in terms of damage right now, is very much not doing so hot. $46. Okay, there's our strike. It's finally kicking into action here. After this whole run of not having it. Might make it harder to farm Blood Drunk Sword. But we're almost done with that anyway. If I were to not purposefully farm it here, I would probably get it pretty easily on Chimera. But I'd like to have it finished before Chimera. I'm not going to fuck around with you. Maybe I luck out and get a... Okay, yeah, we'll take one bleed on him. Oh, how do you live that? How did he live that? Did it miss? Genuinely don't know how that Frieza lived that. Not that it concerns me. We're past it. Also, let's get that blood. Oh, actually, this will awaken it. All right, there we go. No more holding back. We're fully set off here. With an 86 natural crit rate. I think we have over 100% crit rate when our when everything's said and done. Which you might be wondering, why do I have the Omen? Good question. Anyways, that's one of the problems with Strike, is I guess it means I can get rid of my misfortune, but like there's not a lot of really good Strike items in the game, in my opinion. So like, what would I have instead of this Omen? And I don't know. Basically, what's going to happen moving forward is maybe I get Veiled Mask, and then the Omen actually matters again. Or I maybe just get rid of my misfortune, so the Strike Omen matters again. Or I just get rid of the Strike Omen and find another Strike item, such as Hunter's Wood and Longbow, which would be pretty nice and useful. Who knows? We'll have to see what happens. Please be a Veiled Mask in here. I'm doing a Strike run. I deserve Veiled Mask. I'm saying it. I'm gonna keep it real. We may be able to Full Moon Slash the Chimera here. Actually, we indeed will be able to Full Moon Slash her. I'm gonna wait till this is done. Wow. Sure was worth it. Did less damage than the clown. Yo, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I personally think that the samurai is a little overrated, and this is something I've thought for a long time. He's fun, sure. Like getting big fat damage numbers on enemies is fun, but across the board, people tend to value him very highly. I don't agree. I think he's fun. He can definitely pop off. But, one-shotting bosses is definitely not the be-all, end-all of Skul the Hero Slayer. There's way more important things. I don't know what to take here. I've been holding off. We have Bloodfest. This would have been so nice earlier for farming this. What's Bleed 2 again? Honestly, maybe I do take Bloodfest and I try and find a decent secondary Bleed. Because on Bleed runs, you really only need to go to Bleed 2. I'm actually, you know what? How often do I get to play with Bloodfest? Let's take Bloodfest. Fuck it. Build up our damage. I'll heal a little bit too though, because like I'm a little nervous at my current HP. With an Omen, pretty scary. Alright, Act 4, be kind. This run's pretty interesting. I like it. If only we had Swordsman though. But I think we'll be able to somewhat consistently apply Bleed enough to make Bloodfest do stuff. But Bleed is definitely like a secondary damage thing we have going here. Okay, you need to go ahead and get stunned, please. And I'm just going to completely miss it. That's what's up. You'll have to see it. Alright. One thing I'll say about Samurai, I think one of the more underrated aspects of Samurai is like he has a really good swap. Which is not something you hear people talk about when they're like, oh, I really like the Samurai. He has X and Y that's really good. You ever hear people talk about how good his swap is? But like his swap is genuinely like solid damage. Ooh. No Veiled Mask, but we do have this. Don't think I can take it here. Even though it would give me like guaranteed crits. We don't need guaranteed crits. Our crit rate is already enormous as it is. All we need is some damage percent. Little Veiled Mask action. This run still has potential to be very, very good. Once we can like get 100% crit rate like that, and we're like proccing strikes often, the damage isn't bad. I'm even just gonna like zero slash full, single slash him. I think that still does damage if I'm not mistaken. All right, Veiled Mask, come on. Sucks that I'm so poor too. It's so hard to find the stuff I need. I could take this and really gamble for the freaking priest or huntress item, but then I have to fight a huntress Dark Elite, and that sounds truly awful. Now, one thing I could do is get rid of this. It doesn't even affect my damage percent. But here's a good strike item, but I think it's too late. Yeah, we'll just gamble. Take a gamble on the upcoming legend, or like there's 2 items I guess I'm okay with. I'm okay. I mean, I'm kind of okay with the rookie item, I guess, even though we don't have courage. And I of course want the priest or the huntress item really badly. I'll also try and hold on to my full moon slash until we get there. But one thing I always try and tell people whenever I'm playing this character is holding on to your full moon slashes for bosses is stupid. It's not something you should do if you're trying to play optimally. Use your full moon slash in room. Like I said, one-shotting bosses, while fun, is overrated. There's a lot more important things in Skul to do than that. Surviving rooms is way more important. But we'll try and do it for the flashiness. I think this means I pretty much should, at least as often as possible, not swap into this, just so I don't accidentally do it. But since I'm actively talking and thinking about it, I think I should be okay. I don't think I'm going to use my full moon slash. Dog, this shit sucks. What a disgusting room. Way too much HP lost. Still makes sense to swap, because like I said, good swap. Very underrated swap from the from my old pal here. See what I mean though? Like that would have completely trivialized that had I just used full moon slash. And especially like all the stuff before. Completely trivialized. And I may have not taken all that damage. Ugh. I took like so much damage there, it's crazy. We're also giga high rolling our rooms. Not normally something I consider a bad thing. Here, kind of not great. Because I need to get to the adventure and stop holding on to this full moon slash. It's also worth considering, I may have just, if I had used my full moon slash earlier, had another full moon slash already. I don't know how quickly he builds it up, but I think it's pretty quick these days. Back in the past, he used to take forever to build it up, but they like buffed him. Getting a lot of bone shards is also really nice. I mean, we made it to the boss, so we did what we needed to do. Okay, mage. Her item's not horrible, but it's not good here. Her item's actually normally one of the better ones. Here, kind of poopy. She's definitely a good full moon slash target, though. All of that just to do half of her HP bar. Ugh. It just ain't worth. Man. Oh my god. Nasty, nasty pattern. Woo! I can't see. I cannot see. Oh my god, thank god I saw that. That actually might have killed me had I not seen her. Your soul is mine. And am I happy about it? Not really. I'm okay with it, but I'm not happy about it. I have to heal here. All right. And for the record, I just want to remember what I said at the start of this run is how difficult it is to build strike runs. And this run has been a pain in the ass to build. I think we're pretty strong, all things considered. But like, just in terms of run building, very stressful. Very much not my usual flow of gameplay or style of building. Very much unfun for me to build strike runs. It goes against my entire design philosophy in like run building. I'm forcing a build, and I hate it. I guess I can't say I've fully hated this run, but like, I don't know. Strike runs are just they're a different beast. Very inconsistent. We haven't even seen Hunter's Wood and Longbow, or like either Veiled Mask or that, which are like the strike enablers. Very inconsistent archetype. But one thing I will say in the benefit of strike runs is the strike run ceiling is one of the highest ceilings in the game in terms of like raw power. Some of your strongest runs you'll ever have in Skul will be strike runs. Come on, bro. Hunter's Wood and Longbow, man. Come on. Man. Like, one of the stronger runs I've ever had on the channel, which was actually the Factorio sponsor video, was a strike run, which was pretty funny to pop off that hard on a sponsorship video. I remember. Now I'm dying, by the way. I ate too many member berries. Now that's a stale meme. We're doing all right, I think. I ain't worried about the run. We still have our reassembly. We're past the adventurers. That's the truly difficult part of any Skul the Hero Slayer run. We're also getting a lot of bone shards on the way out here. I'm feeling like we got this, and I'm also using my full moon slash. See what I mean? You gotta see what I mean? Like, that honestly is way more useful in that situation than saving it for Joan. Like, straight up. And we even have the halfling here to help. And we may even somehow, some way, though I think this is probably the last room, but perhaps we will have it again before Joan. Probably not. I know his swap builds up a lot of meter though, so we'll try and swap in and out of our samurai as much as possible. God, she just... I think in the last video where I let her out super early, she gave me the 60% heal. I think that was in my last solo video, not my last actual video. Just typical halfling shenanigans. Come over here, y'all. Get your ass beatings. I was trying to swap into my samurai and farm a little bit. We're at 217. The odds of me getting this before Joan are dwindling, but I'm still going for it. How did you follow me over there? 237. All right, I should just give up the dreams of having it before Joan. Stop playing like an idiot. Play more normal. Because I'd rather not have full moon slash against Joan than die stupidly. I think we can all... Whoa, what the hell just happened? I think that was just strike. Like one singular strike attack. It really is powerful, but even it doesn't make sense actually. What did that? More rooms? Holy shit. We really did Giga High Roll this shit. Alright, 390. This 1000% for the record is the last room. There's 0% chance there's more after this. So, if we don't get it here, we'll have to get it in the fight with her on the way there. Or else we don't have Full Moon Slash against her, which, like I said, not the end of the world. I don't at all regret using it where I did. Alright. We even got a last second Slime who, frankly, don't think there's too much here he could do for me. Proof of Fellowship would be okay. Can I take this? I don't think so. Yeah. Even though it would be a lot of damage, I would lose a lot of crit rate. Although, you know what? Fuck it. I guess it doesn't matter. We have this Strike Omen. We may as well put it to good use. Natural 68% crit rate's fine. We would have 88 if we didn't hold on to that. But, like, honestly, I do need damage more than I think I need crit rate. So, ultimately, this is better. And also, I get the chance to use my newfound love, Witch's Brew. 2 of them, which is just gorgeous, honestly. New Witch's Brew goes so hard. It just pops off King. Slay Queen, pop off King. All that good shit. Big fan. Probably should be looking to pivot away from this mage item, huh? My magic sucks. Alright then, be rude. Fine by me. The longer you let me stay here, the closer I'll be to Full Moon Slash. So it's a win-win for me, loser. It's looking like we're gonna have it. Yep. Alright, Joan. You may have just sealed your fate. Even more so than it already is. So I'm gonna stay out as the clown here. I'm gonna stun her when she first appears. Not getting rid of her thing. That's not what I was trying to do there. And we're gonna Full Moon Slash her and see if she even comes close to dying. Nope! I guess we didn't get the strike crit to absolutely decimate her. But now we have a bunch of single slashes. Just turns out that all along, even when I picked up the Samurai, I was actually a little worried about the Samurai overshadowing the Clown at this point. But no, it remained a Clown run. Fine by me, too. I like Clown a lot. This is why, by the way, Clown's like in the top 5 skulls of the game. Literally exclusively on the back of Jack in the Box. It's all he needs to. There's some crit rate. Not that I need it. We're doing just fine in the crit department. What would I even get rid of for it? There is no easy answer. I guess I could get rid of this. Sure. It's a little more damage. We don't need the artifact. Crit rate too. Fine by me. This is a really weird hodgepodge run, huh? And also, I never got that bleed item. Maybe we see Miracle Grail here. I doubt it, but who knows? Can I max my skill cooldown? I can. Oh, shit. Damn, we popped off in the bone shards, huh? Look at this. Immediately skyrocket this to max, which makes my run even more consistent. I think we're in guaranteed win territory here. I like this. This has been a very interesting run. Very, you know, it's just like, this is like a run proving my point about strike runs. It's not a bad run for the record. Even though we're very much lacking in the damage department, strike is carrying itself just fine. But strike runs are very, very role dependent. You get lucky or you don't. It's just the way it is. And we didn't get lucky enough to really get like the best thing. I could even take this for excessive bleeding too. I'm honestly tempted. It's actually a very good item here. I could easily ditch this. Not that. Ditch this. Lose a little bit of damage. Gain excessive bleeding too on a very good item for it. Pick up the Soul Extractor in Act 5 like a boss. Consider this a done deal. Look what showed up at the end, which we don't even need, by the way. Dropping the ring is certainly an interesting decision, but the more, if you think about it too long, as long as you at least know know how to build runs, I should say. I was going to say know how I build runs, but I'm going to gas myself up here. Objectively speaking, that was the best item to get rid of. And here's our kit. Check it out. Very interesting, very odd. Definitely not my usual style of building, but we kept the Carleon, standard issue Carleon bow to the end, which for the record is not even that uncommon on strike builds. Because strike is such a hard inscription to come by, and it's on a lot of really shitty items. Oftentimes, you can easily find yourself holding on to the Carleon bow until the end of the run. By the way, look how fast we are whenever we first swap. We're so fucking fast. Gotta love witches, bro. What was that? Did you see that? This is like an anime moment. That's the main character slashing through all of the other characters to get to like his best friend. It's a Naruto and Sasuke moment. We also have Full Moon Slash. I'm going to use it in phase 1. Because as you guys have seen, my Full Moon Slashes aren't even that powerful. No point in holding on to it for the entire duration of this fight to save it for the Dark Hero, because we're not one-shotting the Dark Hero. Or definitely not even one-shotting this guy. So just use it in a smart way. Do a live damage to him here. 23,000, not bad actually. It's way more than I thought it was going to be. Single slash that Mother Hubbard too. Okay, hang on, I gotta stop being an idiot. Taking a lot of unnecessary damage. We should be okay though. As long as I'm careful in phase 2, which I plan to be. Okay, I completely missed with that. I very much overestimated how long he was gonna, or underestimated how long he was gonna be in the air. Hello? Alright. Let myself take too much damage. It was literally only like one swing of his sword, or like a couple of swings of his sword that did it too. That's like the Omen way. Alright, sir. Won't say I'm super confident. Like, you know, I'm not like, I don't think I'm in guaranteed win territory at this max HP. But as long as I'm careful, I should win. But like, I'm not confident in this archetype to win consistently. Okay, see, he's not even going into... I can't see. That was stupid. I gotta remember, Clown Swap sucks. It's like the only negative thing you can say about this skull in general is that his swap is horrible. Full Moon Slash! We got him! Oh, okay. It's so varying, like, the amount of damage it does. It's just, like, so inconsistent. I did the thing again, by the way. Oh, there goes my reassembly. This is bad. I'm getting siphoned here. Oh my god! This is bad, this is bad, this is bad. Okay, take him very seriously in this next portion. I don't even have him close to the damage I'd like him to be at. Like, he has a lot of HP left. This is about as scary as it can get. And I'm a fucking clown swap. This is bad. This is really bad. It would certainly be fitting for me to lose the amount of... Like, I've been on a decent win streak. It would be very fitting to lose this win streak on a strike run. Okay, we stunned that, which is good. Oh. Okay. All right, then. So be it. There it goes. We're actually at 660 deaths now. I was waiting for that number to tick over. Anyways, I'm not shocked. After pretty much when I took that damage in phase 1, I didn't feel confident. And the way this fight went was just like not the way I like it to go. And I also got caught in a lot of scary situations during this that made me take a bunch of damage. But we got to do the post-mortem, so let me get to that. I'll see you guys in a second. All right. Not shocked, even a little bit, that I wasn't even counting my win streak. I don't know what it was. It may even be less than I think it was, because I think I lost a run off camera that I attempted. But I guess in uploading L's to my channel, not shocked that it was on a strike run. Strike runs are just, like I said, very freaking, they are very luck dependent. You either get lucky with your items or you don't. It's like we didn't see either of the truly good strike items, which are Veiled Mask and not even a Hunter's Wooden Longbow, which is, it's not that unlikely to see it because it comes off of the Huntress during adventurer fights. So the odds of seeing it are decent, and we didn't see it. And that would have significantly improved my odds of winning if I had. I could have gotten rid of the, or I could have had Misfortune on my item slots instead of on one of my pedestals, because I could have kept Invisible Knife and that, gotten rid of one of my shitty strike items, and maybe even had Courage on my pedestal, which would have helped a ton here. But just wasn't in the heart of the cards. Sometimes you get unlucky. Forcing builds is bad, which is something I did from the very beginning. The second I saw like the strike potential, I jumped at it. And strike in and of itself is very high roll dependent, like I just got done saying. So forcing a build and also doing a high roll dependent thing is just like a recipe for disaster. And it happened. Not too worried about it. Else happened. At least it wasn't believers versus doubters on my Twitch channel, because then I'd have to be paying out the doubters, and I hate doing that. But you know what? Here's a free L for the YouTube crowd. So hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing it, kind of. Strike is just a very special breed of beast. Also, if you hear cheering in the background, my mom is playing with my nephew. I apologize. Not that I think you guys give a fuck. But yeah, hopefully you guys still enjoyed watching it. Maybe learned a thing or two about strike. Very interesting archetype in Skul the Hero Slayer. Very high roll dependent. Sorry, my IHs probably sounds weird on my headset. I think that's all I got, though. We'll get him next time. And that's all I got. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate y'all. And I will see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.